Folks, welcome back into the 7 Financial Blind Spots. Now, you'll notice Lisa's not sitting next to me now. Her partner is. It's Mr. Terry Bussinger. And again, it's Chicagoland. And we're going to talk. Terry, welcome in, by the way.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Thanks for
Appreciate
coming in.
Coach.
Now, we're going to talk about a very important subject which no one wants to talk about. We've talked about this before. People hear this subject, they roll their eyes, they say, this isn't me, this hasn't happened to me, and it will never affect me, but inflation.
Yes,
How
absolutely.
important is it for everyone out there to at least admit that inflation exists and design a plan that has inflation protection?
It's so important, and it's one of those things, you hit the nail on the head, Coach, that people will avoid it. It's like, you know, your 401k at work. I'm not going to look at it. Don't open the statement. They don't want to talk about inflation.
Yep.
They don't want to hear about it, but it's present. We're always around it. The price of something 10 years, 15 years ago isn't what it is today, and things get smaller as well. So
we have deflation, which is shrinkage,
right,
and inflation, which is growth of cost. And so anyone, if you're watching and you're saying, oh, I don't want to talk about inflation, just do this simple quiz to yourself. Find somebody who's bought a house, or maybe it was yourself, 30 years ago.
Right.
And ask them what they pay for the house.
Right.
And then find someone, maybe yourself, who's bought a car the last year here, and ask them what they pay for that. I guarantee you, a lot of people you talk to paid more for their last car than they did their first house. And that's amazing when you think about it.
And when you're doing retirement planning like we do, and we do it every day, and the proper retirement planning, inflation is one of those tools, one of those key things that you have to make sure you're taking into account each and every time you put a plan together. It's that important.
I know when you guys design plans for retirement, you make sure to give people increasing income over those years.
Oh, yes.
And so if someone says, well, inflation's not going to affect my plan, I don't need more money, I don't think anyone would turn down extra money in retirement. If you get more money, you can always find a way to use that money.
Right, and the vehicles are out there. We use them every day, and you want to make sure that you're protected, but you also have that increasing income that'll offset inflation. It's something that's very important.
Very important. And so if you're interested, which you should be, in getting your no-cost inflation-protected plan, and also analyze where you are right now, and just make sure that the plan you have is going to combat inflation in the future. And if not, the steps to make sure it does. All you have to do is call the number you see on the screen, and Lisa and Terry will meet with you in the next couple of weeks to make sure that you get educated and get that proper plan in place.
Absolutely. Look forward to hearing from you guys.